feel like this canoe club brings so much value to this place, and in my lifetime, it's brought so much value to me as well. I think with paddling, that gratitude and that deepened respect for the ocean, it just grows and grows. And as I, get older and older, it links to so many other pieces of my life and how I want to, resonate that in my work, how I want to resonate that, how I, mother, how I'm a spouse. Shortly after law school, I went to NOAA. And I think at the time I didn't really realize the purview that NOAA has over Hawaii, the larger Pacific, our resources, cultural resources, natural resources, you name it. In that moment, I kind of had this realization of how can I be a part of this bigger initiative to make our home better, to influence decisions and policies and where resources are allocated to, using my expertise from growing up in this community. Oftentimes we refer to that as place-based expertise, and why that's so important to have in agency.
Hula is more than just pushing choreography and, having good technical footwork, placement of your hands, those kinds of things. You can see in the movement of a dancer if they know what they're dancing about or if they're just pushing choreography. And it's not bad if you're just pushing choreography and you have beautiful movement, but there's emotion and connection and relationship that happens that transcends into the audience or into the observer, into the person who's watching, which gives them a slightly different experience. Hula is one of the few, if not only, dance forms where text needs to be involved. Like, we don't have arbitrary motions to just beat. It's always accompanied to text. And our art form is about allowing our body to reimagine the text through the body.
I started surfing when I was in middle school, learned actually in Keaukaha, in Awili, and so it was just a fitting mele that was written for me because of my joy for surfing. And through this mele, I was actually able to learn about different surf breaks that I didn't know about before, and it was just a joy to dance. So the mele didn't only talk about surfing, it actually also incorporated the elements, so the winds, the currents, the rains, because these elements are what allows the surfer to enjoy surfing these waves, but also the elements come together and enjoy having fun with the surfer as well. One of the motions is me talking about the rising of the tides, and so I bring my hands up and then I create a wave. Tides are rising and I'm feeling the energy of the tides pull upwards, and then that's when I form the wave. So it's kind of like how these things are rising up, right? It's the elements, the tides, the currents. It's talking about me paddling out where I feel at my best. So I'm paddling out and I'm looking upwards and I'm just embracing the moment, and I just feel at my best. And I feel like that's such a true statement, because whenever I'm surfing and I paddle out, even if there's no waves or in between sets and it's calm, I just sit there and I just enjoy and I just look up and I'm like, wow.